Hey friends, I am so excited about what God has for you in 2025. And because I'm so excited, I'm here to encourage you every day in the month of January as we press toward the mark of the high calling of God and how we, so this year we're making sure we're running the race so that we can win the prize, right? That's what the Bible talks about. We want to run this race in a way that we win the prize. We end up at the finish line, the right place at the right time, having fulfilled the purposes and plans of Jesus for us this year. So the main way, the most important thing we can do in that is Deuteronomy 4:5. So in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5, Moses told this entire group of people, right? You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. So he was like, hey, you got to love the Lord. If you're going to go into the promised land, if you're going to possess everything God has for you there, if you're going to accomplish the will of the Lord in 2025, you got to love him with all your heart, all your soul, and all your strength. Which Moses was saying, to them, let your whole appetite be consumed with God, so that there's no room for idols. Let your whole appetite, in the Ten Commandments, the first one was, you shall have no other gods before me. And that's really not an issue for people who are consumed, that their appetite is consumed with loving the Lord, that their whole desire is Jesus. Moses knew, if you're loving God, there's no room for backsliding. There's no room for sidestepping. When you love God with all your heart, not 90% of your heart, when you love him first, when you love him most, then there's no room for idols. You're not going to be somebody that's caught up in 2025 in the wrong relationships. You're not going to be somebody in 2025 that's caught up in sin, because you are loving God with all of your heart. So there's no reason for you to worry about missing it as long as you're seeking God with all of your heart. He's going to lead you into everything you have for him as you put him first, as you're loving him with your whole mind, your whole inner man, every desire on loving God. Determined that your attention, your focus, your number one priority in 2025 is to love God more, to love him better, to love him more, just to be more devoted. God, search my heart. How can I be surrendered? How can I be completely yours? How can I be, Lord? How can I? So today, I want to bless you with a wholehearted love and devotion for Jesus. He's not second to social media. He's not second to any person in your life. Your relationship with him is your most prized possession. Your salvation, your walk with the Lord is the most blessed thing that you have. And I promise you, 2024 is going to be full of a lot of love for you, a lot of joy, and a lot of peace as you put him first and as you love him most. Have an amazing 2025 with Jesus.